What's up, YouTube? It's Kenny again. I wanted to make this video, and excuse the minor clickbait, okay? But I wanted Hyliion investors to see this video, okay? So over the last couple of days, I wanted to make this video and be able to actually film the station, but it just hasn't worked out because of I've been having to really run hard and haven't had the time to stop at the correct places, okay? Let me just say before I start, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your mama. I'm just a truck driver driving across the country researching and trading stocks. And I will not be held responsible for any of your moves in the stock market, all right? Hit that subscribe button. Smash on it, guys. You know, I'm pumping this content out for you, and I could use the support trying to get this channel built up enough to where maybe I could put some ads or something in there. You know, somebody had commented saying I should put ads. Well, I'm not at that point yet. You know, you got to have 1,000 subscribers, which I'm not at yet, and a certain number of views, minutes of views. Anyway, so let's get started. So this video is primarily for people who invest in Hyliion, but you're not the only ones who may benefit from this, so just keep on watching to the end, okay? So in my other videos about Hyliion, I talked about how I think that they're going to be the company that's going to dominate the long-haul trucking space, okay? I think that I wasn't quite as clear in the beginning as I should have been that I'm talking about long-haul truck drivers, not short-haul and local type trucking, okay? I'm talking about over-the-road trucking, which is what I do, okay? So I know it very well. There is a stock that complements this play very heavily, okay? All across the country, at Flying J truck stops and some Pilot truck stops, okay, which are both owned by the same company as Pilot Flying J. Now, it's not at all the truck stops, but there are natural gas fueling stations at a lot of these truck stops, okay? The company whose natural gas fueling stations are at these truck stops has been on a tear in the stock market, okay? The ticker symbol is CLNE. CLNE. Now, when you pull into a Flying J truck stop that has a natural gas fueling station, that's who owns it. So when the Hyliion trucks hit the market, I know that Hyliion has a deal with ANG, but CLNE, what is it? Clean energy fuel, or I can't remember. I'm blanking on the exact name of the company, okay? I've been looking into it for a couple of days, and for some reason I'm blanking. But anyway, the ticker symbol is CLNE. Now, it's been on a run, okay? So I'm looking for it to cool off a little bit before I jump into it. But if it starts running hard again today, I may just go ahead and buy some, okay? But it's a very complimentary play to Hyliion, because when these Hyliion ERX systems start coming out and these trucks hit the road with them, that's where they're going to be fueling, guys. I don't know anything about ANG, who Hyliion has a deal with. I haven't seen any of those stations, okay? But at these truck stops, the stations that are there are by this CLNE, okay? Now, this company recently did a deal with Total to start ramping up production of renewable natural gas. I'm not positive if the renewable sourced natural gas is actually available at these stations right now, but I do know that this company has done a deal to start creating more production facilities, more production, I don't know if you'd call it a facility, to create more renewable natural gas. And I assume since they've done that, it's going to be at their stations. This is a ramp up that, to me means that they see this coming, okay? These guys see what's about to happen over this next year or two. They're going to start seeing demand for this renewable natural gas, and so they're ramping up the production, because that's one of the arguments against renewable natural gas, is that there's really not a whole lot of it available, okay? Just because natural gas has not been a super popular fuel in this space in particular, you know, it's not been a fuel that has been popular enough for them to dump a bunch of money into this RNG. But they see what's coming, guys. I'm telling you, they see what's coming. And after this deal, like I say, the stock's been on a run, but it's still hovering around $11 right now. I mean, it's, you know, it was below 10 yesterday, and then now it's up about around 11. So I don't know if it will continue to climb, or if we'll see a pullback that'll give us a buying opportunity, or if it's just going to continue to climb. But you know, we've already extended the credits for natural gas, and with Biden and the Democrats controlling basically the whole government at this point, we're only going to see these types of credits and incentives for cleaner fuels, for electric vehicles, for just clean energy in general. We're only going to see this increase at least over the next 2 years. If the Democrats retain control of the Senate in 2 years, then we'll see it continue for 4 years. Okay, so guys, this may be a company that you should be looking into if you're a Hyliion investor, because again, I'm going to say it again, Hyliion is the only electrification of 18-wheelers that is going to be viable for long-haul drivers. It's the only one, guys. And I'm probably going to make a video like contrasting it directly to Tesla, just to try to show, you know, that because, you know, I've done more research into the Tesla Semi recently, and I've really kind of formulated my views even more, and it's only solidified my view that Hyliion is the only person in this space that's going to be viable for people like me, for long-haul truckers. They're going to be viable in some small portion of the space, which is like local drivers who are leaving out of the Coca-Cola place and humping 12 packs around town all day. It'll be viable for that, okay? And it'll also be viable for stuff like Walmart drivers who do real short haul, and it will be viable in that situation, because Walmart themselves will be able to install chargers for their drivers at their locations, okay? And there's locations all across the country, so that would enable a company like that to be able to fuel it, okay, to be able to charge it. But for guys like me, that's not going to work. That's not going to help us, okay? And Hyliion's technology, you know, the infrastructure is already there to fuel it, okay? And all we got to do to get it to negative emissions or zero emissions is to make sure that all of those stations have RNG and not just CNG. And with this new deal that that CLNE has done with Total to ramp up production of RNG, you see what's coming, don't you? They're going to put it in all their stations at the truck stops, and the Hyliion trucks will be able to get RNG and therefore become negative emissions vehicles. Tesla can't even say that, okay? They're fully electric, but where does their electricity come from that you charge those with? Coal, you know, other dirty types of energy generation. And so I'm telling you, Hyliion's the one again. And I'm also saying that this CLNE, I'm telling you guys, you need to look into this stock. You need to look for a place to start thinking about getting in. I'm not saying to jump right in at the price it's at today, but you need to get your eyes on it. You need to start paying attention to it, because that's where these trucks are going to be fueling. And right now, those fueling stations are mostly dead. I mean, nobody is ever on them when I see it. But that's going to change. And it might be a really good time to start investing in this with all of the clean energy stuff that's going on right now. And, you know, I just wanted to make you aware of it. I'll probably do a more detailed video about it once I'm able to get into a position where I can actually show you the station that's at the truck stops and, you know, have just a little more information on it. I just wanted to kick something out really quickly, you know, and shout out to JMac Investing. He is the one that made me think of this stock, because even though I see these all the time, I never really, you know, a lot of companies don't even have stock you can buy. And so I never thought to look for the stock. I wish I would have, because it was a lot cheaper a couple weeks ago. But yeah, shout out to JMac for pointing this stock out. And you guys should be aware of it. You should be looking at it. And again, hit the subscribe button. Like the video. Leave me a comment if you're already in this stock, if you've already been looking at it. And just let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, guys.